That is a big thing. That's actually moving.
New tool Tuesday.
What?
New tool Tuesday.
Another tool.
New tool.
Dude.
I know, it's the millions I'm earning off YouTube. It really is.
Please don't think that's the case.
No, it's getting wobbly. So, I think we will get through the intro and unbag my giant tool.
Let's do it.
Hey, that's dirty talk for a Friday. And it isn't Friday.
Oh, pardon.
So, it's hot.
And
you missed an absolute joy of getting this off a lorry.
I think I just caught the tail end of it.
Tail end,
Hey.
Get it? I like what you did there. So, this is an Aqua Blaster, a Vixen Aqua Blaster, and we've got it because all the gearbox cases, all the engine cases we do are shocking, and you can put them through the hot wash tank and they're still shocking. So, this should bring everything back to shiny life. And it just so happens I have the world's rustiest Noble, so hopefully it'll help with that. So,
where is it going to live?
it is going to live down in where my purple toolbox is, in stripped down corner.
Okay.
It's going to live there. So my toolbox is going to come out.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it so it'll be next to the hot wash tank and the MoTool tank.
That's going to be cleaning corner.
Cleaning corner.
This. So it's got things where you can put your arms through.
Yeah.
Or is that for your head?
Well,
It's more of an unwrapping this than an unboxing.
I know, it's like Christmas, but I know what it is. So it's not a big surprise.
So what prompted this investment?
Because I've been spending money on getting other people to do it,
Right.
and what I was spending a month having other people do it for me, I could pay for this machine.
Yeah. And of course,
So it's on finance. I haven't bought it outright.
not that you wanted another machine, obviously.
No, I mean it's well, mate. It comes to that thing where once you start, because now all of a sudden I can start charging people to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think Carl's excited.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Can't ever get excited.
No.
Look at the
All right, less grumpy.
flies on there.
Yeah, I know.
Less realistic.
Less realistic. He's gone to get milk at the minute.
Has he?
Yeah.
Days.
Look, it's got a massive Brita filter on it. Yes, look at that. So, how am I supposed to wire this up then? It's another one of these joyous jobs, or like where they go, oh yeah, we'll sell you a machine, and it takes 3 weeks to.
Wire it in.
There we go.
Oh. Looks complex. That'll be right.
Why do I plug it in, Davlar? There we go. Industrial cleaning machine, section 4. Anyway, that can go back in there. Wait.
So what can you actually put in this?
Pretty much anything.
Right, okay.
I know they've said you can do plastics.
Yep.
So on the front, there is a big regulator. Regulator. It's like Warren G.
Indeed.
So you can turn it down.
Yep. That is pretty cool. Must be what it's like to be a vet.
I said nothing. I can't even get my fingers in the holes, Dad.
Just.
There we go.
I think it's a bit
I'm trying to, yeah. I've got a dry bag, mate. There we go.
There you go. You literally have to.
There we go.
There he is.
Ah! I'm in.
He's in.
I'm
Look.
in. Hello.
It's like a puppet show.
Mate, honestly, what is going on?
Very
So,
good, yeah.
oh, that's different. Maybe water flow, and because that's air pressure. E-stop, which must mean emergency stop. Light, heater, air blower, fridge
Oh,
door,
there we go.
and more things.
More stuff inside. Wow.
So it's a closed loop one, so it looks after itself.
Yeah.
So it looks at it, splits the media off and all sorts. So
Very good. Well,
I'm kind of excited.
I like that, just in case you weren't sure.
Yeah, do not enter whilst machine is in operation.
No shit, Sherlock.
Enter what though? So I don't know where to plug it in. I don't know where the airline goes. I don't know where any of it goes, but I've got to do all of that.
Okay.
Carl's got milk. Say hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl. Right.
So
Well, I'll leave you to get your head
figure
around
it all out.
We'll catch up with the rest of what's going on.
Honestly, mate, where does it go? I'm missing something. I would have thought there'd be like a big place to plug it in. You know, you buy a new TV, you sit it on the wall, you plug it in, and it works. No? Not having that?
Who knows?
Have you got in it yet?
No, because it's full of stuff.
Empty out, get in it.
Yeah, that's all you want to see. Does Rick fit in it?
That's what we do every time you buy something.
What, get in it?
Yeah, toolbox,
Anything.
new car, whatever.
Do I fit? So, right, that is tea time,
Yep.
and then we'll have a run round shop.
We're back.
So, we are. I've got to move that, but we'll do that in a minute. So, that is basically a jet wash that carries glass media. So it's not as intrusive as like sandblasting. So when you get a aluminium, well, I tell you what, that's an aluminium case on the side of the engine. Yeah.
Yep.
And when it's done, it'll look like that.
Wow. Literally that.
Yeah. So obviously there's a degree of dirt on that,
Yeah.
which will come off in a hot wash tank, but then when you're able to hand engines back and they look like this, it's just another level.
That's awesome.
So this is a TTRS I've got to build.
Okay.
This is another new block. So we've just got to do a bottom end for someone. So I'm just waiting on a bearing, so that's fine. As you can see, I've started to strip the other side.
Aha.
And it went worse than the first side.
Is that possible?
Wow. Just this.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So that's stuck. And a fuel pump.
That looks nice and secure.
I know.
In good condition. Hang on, I can't even focus on it. There we go.
So, yeah. But I mean, like, look. So when we do the diff on a gearbox, like, look how crusty that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that tool, literally, it'll be.
Bring it back to life.
Yeah. It'll look brand new. So I'm excited about getting that in.
So
I just need to.
The new tool there.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So that's Vixen's done a bit of a deal on that. So that's a 1215. So Vixen Surface Industries, I think they're called. So check them out. That's really good. I sort of first saw them because 539 Restorations, I think that's his name, M539. He uses his all the time, and
Okay.
it's like obviously where he's restoring all older BMWs, the stuff that's coming out is just amazing. So, but we'll offer that out to clients or people who want stuff doing as well. So that'll be on a time basis. So Lenoble, I did a little bit more. That's there. TTRS, just waiting on some bearings, and then I can put the bottom end back together, and then that's just going as a bottom end off to some guys in America. So that's fine.
It's going to the States.
It's going to the States, mate. World known.
Totally international.
Yep. Twin supercharged one's done. Road tested. Car's finished that off. That's outside. We just got to get it MOT'd, and then that can go. The McLaren GT3 engine is done, waiting for that to be collected. Then I have got the Murcielago and the other McLaren engine to get finished. My bike has a different colour, but I'm not going to show you that yet.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Okay.
Oh, did everyone see the photos of the twin turbo R8 at TT I put up?
Well,
Put them on Instagram,
They
so
were on Instagram,
we'll have to, we'll have to pinch that. There's nothing in the engine room, so we won't bother going in there, except some oil pumps I'm doing, but we get them finished. We've got Sylvan's car on a ramp, which is our next video.
okay.
So it's 570S, and we're going to service it, but we're going to do that as a bit of a video. So we'll run it up off camera, get it warm, and then we'll show you how we take the flat floor off, where the oil filter is, that kind of thing. So we'll do that. The RS4's brakes are all back. So Bertrand said had all the calipers sent away and done. This was a company he uses, he chose, so they're all sorted. Yeah, we couldn't get bleed nipples undone, but he dealt with it. We just took them off, he dealt with it. So we've got EBC yellow stuff in the front, and then new pins, new everything.
Fully refreshed.
Fully refreshed. The boy's just bleeding the brakes now, and then that can come off a ramp. We can road test that because we've serviced it, done the brakes, and then fixed the running fault, so that can disappear and go. The compressor's turned up for the Ferrari, so Matt will get that on next. Get that sorted. There is a load more cars outside,
Yes.
but nothing major. No, knocking stuff out. Like we got a car here this week for a carbon clean. That's James's. James the cake man.
Cake man James.
Yeah, he pays me with cake. It's the best cake ever. So that's in for a carbon cleaner service. We'll get that done this week. Simon Begner's car's in. That's for using oil and a service. But that's done like 90,000 miles. So we've got an oil separator to put on that because I think it'll be that. We're in the middle of taking all the gear selectors off the Maserati to send them off and get them tested. Josh's engine is in.
Hang on, be careful not to show your bike here.
I know.
I'll send the camera this way.
So the engine's in.
We have an engine.
The camera was on, but I didn't press record. So,
Whoops.
can't blame you on that one, can I? I put it on, I had it all set up,
Right.
and I went to it, and I
I've done
pressed
that.
it, and I pressed it, and it went boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, hang on a minute, that doesn't sound right. So,
Cut to.
yeah, it's in.
Engine in.
So that's fine. So thanks to Paul at PCR Performance, he's really done Josh a solid on that. So they had a spare engine, and they've refreshed it, and basically they've sponsored the engine build to him in part. So they've really looked after him. So just someone else really who's, you know, not only a friend of ours, but raced with me and Josh for years, and they run a business in this as well. So PCR Performance. So if you've got a bike, or you race, or you have a track day bike, then go check Paul out. Everything bolted to it from Yamaha is from Phoenix Motorcycles. So again, they sent up all new engine bolts, all new fixings and fixtures and stuff, and they're just like, that's on us. So they've really looked after him as well. So we've got a kit ECU on order with them and a few other bits and pieces. So everybody's given discount where they can, and then other people as well have just like stepped up and given him stuff. So
Awesome.
it's nearly there. It's nearly there. He had a Motor Holders subframe. Let me see if I can find it. He might have taken it, to be fair. He might have put it in the van. And it was he had it donated to him, but I put it in, nothing fitted. So we've gone back to stock one, which is fine. We've just had to make a repair because the back end's broke. So we need to try and get really a 2CR rear subframe. So if anyone's got one kicking around, let us know. We need to change the ABS module because it sits up here on the kit, and it's a different type, so we need to sort that. Quick shift the throttle bodies and oil cooler. The oil cooler is flushing in the wash tank. And I've pretty much got everything like mapped out. So
Okay.
yeah, we're not doing too bad. But as always, it's the last 5% that takes 50% of the time. So the fit and finish. So Josh was here most of the day yesterday. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It looks good. looks good.
You're good for the final kind of unveil when it's done and,
Yeah.
and get him out on it.
Yeah, so that's all right. Bill Earl, who's a marshal at NG, and he's a marshal at a load of, does like motocross national stuff like that. He's hooked us up with Fly, who make all the motocross gear, and they've invited us down to a day in July. So me versus Jordan. So this is the beginning.
The grudge match.
Yeah, so this is, can a road racer keep up with a motocrosser, and then vice versa. So
Yeah.
we're going to need to borrow a bike. So I think it's going to have to be something like a 250 or 350, something like a YZF 250, something like that. But we'll find a bike. And then yeah, I think it's like the 10th of July we've been invited. So it's like a Fly Media Day. And then we're basically going to see how many times I crash trying to do a lap, keeping up with Jordan. Because he's like the other day, he's like, oh, no, mate, I'm still slow. But it's like, you don't lose class. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can not ride for a year and get on a bike and be within like 95% of where I was, and it's the same really. So it'd be interesting to see, because we did go riding once, but we weren't in the same group. So it'd be interesting to see how we get on. I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Be a good video. So then you'll get your own back on the track.
Oh yeah. So then again, we'll have to do it the other way then, where we go on a track day.
Yeah.
I think he'll be closer on a race, but he'll win basically, I think. Yeah.
And he won't mention it much if he does, will he?
No, he never at the end of it. Yeah, we went to Snat on my R1, and bearing in mind the Superbike boys are doing like 151s, something like that. 1 minute 51s in a big Snat. I think my best is like a 56 maybe, something like that. But anyway, he did like a 2 dead. I think he might sneak the 59.
Right.
And that's my R1, like never ridden road bike before. And he comes in, he's like, oh, I hate the front, it feels like I'm gonna crash. So yeah, I think it's easier to go from motocross to road riding than it is to go from road riding to motocross.
I mean, is that with cars as well, do you think? Is that going from,
It's easier
from rallying to touring cars, for example?
Look at it
the other way around?
look at it the other way. Rally, how many Formula 1 drivers have gone to rally and had their asses kicked?
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think that. In the same way that I think a bike racer would go better in a car than a car racer would go better on a bike. I do think there's some... it's a harder... Well, there's a reason Johnny Ray says he'd hand back all his world championships to win one motocross world championship.
Yeah.
They're the fittest motorcyclists in the world. No, to be able to go out and do like a 30-minute plus 2-lap motor or whatever it is ridiculous. Like it's off the chart. So yeah, that'd be all good. So that's 10th of July.
I think
it's about that,
10th,
isn't it?
yeah.
So that'd be cool. We got to speak to our drone man, see if he wants to come.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then the TT's finished. So that was interesting. Hickey done a 136.3 on his stock bike in a super stock race, which was ridiculous. I sat and watched that last week and it was like out of this world.
Yeah.
And then he went and won the senior as well, so after a 6-lapper. I didn't think he'd set a lap record in the senior, because the only time you get a square shot at a lap record is the last lap. And if you've done 5 laps, and he was leading by like 17 seconds going into the last lap, you're not going to take any risks. Not for that. It's too big of a deal. Do you know what I mean? It's like being in front of a bloody motorbike race by 10 seconds and pulling wheelies down every straight. You know, you don't take the risk. So, but whereas in the stocker, he was still in the hunt, he was still getting chased, and it was the start of the 3rd lap. So there's only 3 laps in super stock race because they don't change the rear tyre. So there's been less stress on the bike, less stress on him, and he just absolutely hung it out. So yeah, it was good. And you think James Hillier riding for OMG done a 132 point something, mate. Not that long ago, that was a lap record, and bless him, that's his fastest ever, like out of this world lap time, and doesn't get noticed.
That's mad, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like in the big headlines, they're all Dunlop and Hickey doing ridiculous, personal best, or but lap records, and then there's people doing personal best, like Dom Herbertson got a 130 lap, which was just out of this world. Jamie Coward was flying. you look at all them boys who were smashing 132s, 133 laps, and it's like, yeah, you've done great, but look how fast these go. It's like, it moves so quick. The weather was amazing. There was no rain for the 2 weeks. So, yeah. And then all over social media now is a mate of mine, Dan Cooper, in the senior race, they went up to Ballath Bridge to watch. So Dan's the lad I've done like MoTeC and 4, and he's like privateer champion at TT and everything. He raced it for years. Mate, there's social media videos of him of what looks like he's shagging sheep out of Ballath Bridge. Can't take them Stroud boys anywhere. A lamb got onto the track, so in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
So we had to go out on track and get this lamb. But of course, then all the boys are taking a mick then, because he's like running away from a TT track with a sheep under his shoulder. So if you find that video, because I haven't seen it yet, I imagine Taffy will have a copy because he was the first one to send it to us. But if anyone's got a video of world-renowned motorcycle racer Daniel Cooper having his way with a sheep, can you send it to me, please? Because oh mate, yeah, I've seen him next week. So he runs me when I go racing. So he looks after me and George. So yeah, he's gonna get some shit. You watch me. I'll be slow at Pembury now. He'll turn my bike inside out because I've done that. So yeah. But it's all good. I think. Is that update done?
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, boys are going to get that out, and then we'll run around Sylvans and do that for Friday's video, which you'll see Friday. So I think we're caught up.
I think we are.
So I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Indeed.
Smash buttons. Hope you enjoy it, and let us know what we could do better. See you later.